Hey guys, Rick again, and this week we're going to talk about uh, two questions. First, who played the biggest influence on your musical education? Second one, who played the biggest influence on your musical preference? So let's start with the first one. Uh, to me, the one who played the biggest influence on my musical education were definitely my parents, because they kind of forced me to study music since I was 4 years old, and they forced me to learn a certain instrument. And I think I mentioned it in my first video, so today I'm gonna show it to you. I just dug it out from a pile of old things, so it's kind of dusty. And let's take a look. So basically, it's this stuff. I actually got two of them, and one is cheap. This is a cheap one, and yeah, this is a cheap one, and another one is quite expensive. But for that one, I think I broke the string last time, like a couple years ago, and didn't switch them. So probably we'll just check out this one. I'm using iPad to film it, and it's a little bit hard to do that. So this is the stuff. I made a mistake. I got it wrong. This is the expensive one, and it's more expensive because of the wood. Uh, it's kind of a rare wood, so it should sounds. It should have like better sounds. And and for this part, since it's an expensive one, it used the certain scheme from Python. But the problem was Python was kind of rare, so you don't want to kill the protected animal, but this instrument rely on that. So I heard that nowadays they found a way to like just make this with artificial material. But when I was young, they didn't got the technology. It should be pretty hard. And you can see the one of the strings is broken, so I cannot play it. Okay, it's time for the second question. Let me check. Who played the biggest influence on your musical preference? As I mentioned in the last video, I don't actually have a consistent musical preference, so I wouldn't refer the answer to any specific person. However, also I mentioned that in my last video, um, many of my favorite songs actually came from shows like Elementary, How I Met Your Mother, Sherlock, etc., etc. So that's actually one major source for my favorite songs, because you see uh, when you were watching the show, and you actually uh, have a scene over there, you're looking at it, it kind of like stimulate all the emotions in your mind, so you can you can actually feel what the music was trying to tell you. So therefore, the music causes stronger influence to you, and that's why I like to mention that. And if we have to uh, point the finger to a person about the musical preference one a question, I say my father, maybe, because actually he was kind of into the like Soviet Union song, which is pretty weird. Like they were old, but uh, they were actually good songs. I actually mocked at him about this when I was young. I thought it's cliche, it's so boring. But when I grew up, I double checked those songs. Those songs were good. I mean, if you despite of all the historical or political perspective, you just listen to the music and think a little bit about the process of uh, fighting World War II, fighting Nazi, stuff like that, then you can feel all the passion. You can actually feel the passion about their people and their cause. So probably that's one of the answers. And that's basically all that I can talk about today. And let's check what's gonna be the question for next week. Okay, bye bye.